Alright, so what's up guys? Today I want to show you this thing I've been doing for the past like week or so. I've been speedrunning Portal and I just want to sort of give you tips to if you want to speedrun Portal in under like 20 minutes even maybe. So far I've only been able to do a sub 24, but I think honestly if I just did some of the strategies faster, sub 20 is definitely a possibility. I'm still quite new to this, so there are a lot of mistakes, a lot of places where I could make my time better, but yeah. So first of all, in the beginning of Portal you always get placed into this room with a 60-second timer. The actual speedrun timer starts at 57.1 seconds because that's when you get actual control of your player model. Now you can actually skip this part with a radio skip, but I actually decided to speedrun this Portal glitchless. That's why you see me waiting here. And now what you gotta do, you gotta beehive as fast into this room and there's this trigger for the machine to drop this box. Not really sure what it's called now, can't be bothered. And basically you just beehive into the elevator as fast as possible. So this is chamber 1, and one thing that's important to note is that in Portal, beehives actually don't work. You can like jump forwards, but that's the most speed you're gonna get beehives. There's some kind of script that prevents beehives from happening. Now, what you can actually do is you can do an accelerated back hop, which will circumvent the normal code and make you actually go faster, but that's too hard, and more importantly it's not allowed in the glitchless category. So you can just see me here hopping into the elevator again. Sorry, I didn't quite describe what was happening in this chamber, but at the start chambers are pretty simple. So honestly, when I see that I'm like nearing a certain time frame that I said previously, I'm just gonna decide whether I want to continue the run or not based on if it's within 20 seconds of my best time, I'm gonna continue the run basically. Now you get into this room, you still gotta wait a bit because the game actually wants to show you the portal gun and how it works, and then finally it's gonna allow you to actually get the portal gun. Now you see it, so you gotta jump down and you gotta place a portal real quick and then beehive into the elevator again. This can be done fairly quickly, don't really know, there's still nothing special about it, but that'll get trickier once you get later into the run. So now what's gonna happen, you gotta place the portal on this wall right here, and you're gonna quickly.
Well done. Remember, the aperture science bring your daughter's
for now,
workday
let's
is the
just
perfect
ignore the
time to have her
portals.
tested.
It's fairly straightforward. So there's really not much explaining to you, just look at the screen. So in this test chamber, there's gonna be a cube falling down. You want to portal it under it, and then you wanna grab the cube and put it on the button, and then just portal it to the other side of the room, and then beehive into the elevator again. Let me get a glass of water real quick. Honestly, in these earlier chambers, there's not many times that you can do so. Yeah, you can see I actually threw the cube down onto the bottom. It's always faster if you just throw it down and then get the other cube by portaling under it. So it doesn't really matter if the cube falls onto the button or not. It's always gonna be faster this way. And what you saw me do in that room, I actually stayed there for a few seconds because the elevator actually triggers after the GLaDOS' speech. That's the robot that runs this facility. So yeah, you can't really save much time there, so you can fuck around and stuff. Sorry for swearing. You got to crouch jump here, just an easy skip. If you don't crouch jump, then you might as well miss the platform there. And so as soon as you get out of this elevator, you want to portal. There are many strategies in this room, this test chamber. Not really sure what number we're at, but you got what I do. I portal to the side there, and then I just jump onto the sort of platform thingy that keeps it all together. It's fairly fast, but you lose like 2 seconds as opposed to the main strategy here. But the thing is, I couldn't actually perform the main strategy successfully. So now in this test chamber, I also made my own strat actually, because most people just portal into the top right corner of the room, but I actually have found a lineup where you can just easily jump into the elevator with more consistency. If you don't know the other jump, I'm actually perhaps gonna show this one at the end of the video. I'm not really sure yet, but simple stuff as usual. So in this test chamber, you can actually vault under the door that needs to be activated with the cube, but the thing is, that's a glitch and that's not allowed. Basically what you do, you put a portal in the middle of the door, like on the ground, you know, and then you would come in through one side and then come out the other. And there's a cheeky glitch, but you don't honestly know what the time save is. I'd guess like 1 or 2 seconds, so it doesn't really matter especially when you're a beginner and like starting out. So what you want to do in this room, you want to portal through and portal peek it, and then you want to hold backwards to actually fling you into the opposite of the test chamber, which opposite side of the test chamber, which actually gives you some extra seconds, probably like 5. What you want to do here, you want to fling yourself in a way that it will actually allow you to get into the elevator without having to portal up on that platform that actually moves. And yeah, fuck man. Now what you want to do here, you want to grab the portal gun as fast as possible. The easiest way is to just portal under the wall there and jump before the timer resets on the orange portal gun. And now if you jump into the goo, you can just hold spacebar and it's going to keep you afloat, meaning that there's not any danger falling down onto that stuff. Just make sure to get into the portal there and you'll be fine. And so now, this is where GLaDOS introduces flinging. There are some skips for this chamber, but I'd rather just do it this way. I honestly can't be bothered. You can actually fling the cube, like throw it onto the button, but I haven't found the consistency to do so, so I'd rather just put it there myself and jump back into the portal to actually get into the elevator. So now you load up. This is the first real test with the double portal gun. Once you get the orange portal, you wanna get the cube and put it on the button. You can actually skip, you don't actually need 2 cubes for this. You can just grab the cube that you've gotten previously and then just tap on the other one and put a portal on the wall behind the door actually, so that way when you get off the button you don't need to do anything. It doesn't matter if the door is closed or open. Now what you want to do is you want to portal in front of the platform and then actually do a sort of trick. You portal up on the wall there and then once you come through the blue portal, you want to put your portal below it, so it actually, the downward momentum actually flings you up, and so that you can get onto the platform, which saves a lot of time in this chamber as opposed to doing it normally. Now here, you just do simple momentum base, and here you can save a lot of time if you get the ball early enough, which I didn't actually here. So I gotta wait for one cycle, and now the ball comes into the thing that activates the platform. Now the game freezes for some reason. You gotta put a portal upwards there, and I make sure to save here, because like it's gonna cost you a lot of time to redo the portals if you miss your jump there. Don't ask what I did here. The save key is actually F6 if you're interested. It's a quick save, and if you want to get to that quick save, I suggest you use the F9 key. But just keep in mind that if you use the F9 key, it's gonna go to the quick save regardless of whether you have actually advanced in the other chambers, so your autosaves do not count. Now we've actually gotten to the part when you can take a quick breather, because it takes GLaDOS like 15 seconds to have her monologue describing the turrets. You can check your time here, maybe chat with your Twitch chat if you have one, wait till the door opens. So you put this turret to the side and you want to portal on the wall over there. Here I actually messed up. I portaled too quickly. I didn't know what happened, so that's why I stalled there a bit. But essentially you portal twice, then you throw these two cubes onto the turrets over here, then you want to portal onto that wall and get rid of the turret on the left, and then you just want the thing, you can actually, sometimes it happens that you just happen to hit one of the turrets with the other. I don't know how to replicate that successfully, but it can happen. So if it happens, you can just leave earlier without having to deal with one of the turrets. Now we're doing the probably the most famous chamber, which involves the weighted companion cube. Yeah, it's this cube with a heart on it, iconic portal object that basically helps you. So you want to grab a cube and then you want to jump, since jumping is basically the faster you can go forwards. Jump with the W key, and you want to block the pellets over here so you don't get vaporized. The thing is, I'm not confident in this exact spot, because I often get vaporized, so I take my time. But what you gotta do now, you gotta place a blue portal. Make sure you don't place any portals before that. You gotta place a blue portal on the camera, so then you can grab it with the orange portal, and then you can actually use the camera and the companion cube to get up onto this ledge without actually having to do the test that involves the high energy pellets, saving a lot of time, actually close to 30 seconds if you do it fast enough. However, I suggest you quick save, because it can oftentimes you just fail to do that correctly.
The experiment is nearing its conclusion. The enrichment
I should have started talking about it earlier, but now we're in the next chamber. You're gonna use another camera tray. Actually, once you want to get it fast to the this big chamber over here with the button, you see the platform, and you want to portal near the door so you can put the camera there as fast as possible. Now what you want to do, you want to portal onto the camera so you can grab it in the specific position while it's in air, and then you want to place it against the door in a way that, because you want to press the button and you want the camera to fall in there so it actually jams the door, and then you have like 5 seconds to actually shoot a portal through the door, which essentially skips the entire test altogether. So yeah, it can be, however, it can be quite tough to pull off sometimes. So yeah, quick saves really do help. I think I actually did a like second try this time. But yeah, those are just the neat tricks you can actually do with portals, geometry, and props.
That may be dangerous under certain conditions. For more information,
This was my fastest run so far. I've actually gotten this to this part sub 16, which in my opinion is a very good time. And I actually think a sub 15 on with my strategies is also possible. So what you want to do here, you want to actually portal on the sign over there, so that then you can like peek out through the portal, which basically allows you to shoot portals without actually falling out into the goo. And then you can basically skip the entire sequence with the platform and get
very happy for your success.
out faster. Now essentially you just gotta escape. There's no clipping in the tube over there, so you can throw a portal in here and skip a large chunk of the map. And then you want to jump as fast as possible with the forward key. I got stuck a few times, but if you just spam the space bar, it's much faster than the actual animation. You got a portal over this door, nothing special. And now if you're quick enough, you can actually portal over here and jump onto these pressure platforms, which saves like 5 seconds. There's another strategy involving jumping in a very specific spot, but I haven't got much consistency with it. Now you just do this simple stuff. I hate jumping when I'm in a portal, but yeah, simple stuff. Now what I do, you go to portal onto one of these, what do I call it, walls? Probably walls. And then I actually failed my first attempt there, so I went to the back side and to actually complete the test. It's all about speed, honestly. It's just speedy stuff from here on out. Nothing I can really show you. Here actually there's a way to skip a large portion of the map, but I can't figure it quite how. I suggest you quick save here. You can actually portal up onto the wall there and get onto the tube without. There's this mechanism that triggers. You see this little tube over there. It would move under normal circumstances, which causes you to wait for like 5 seconds, but portaling there this way actually skips the trigger for this tube to start moving, meaning that you save some time. Now the weird thing is that this door actually opens with the turret if you just stand beside it, which is kind of stupid, but you can abuse this to run faster. And then you just gotta B-hop as fast as possible. I don't know why I'm saying B-hop. Here you can see me struggling with a turret. One strategy involves actually keeping the turret alive and then portaling behind it so that you can use it later. I'm gonna show you right here. You can put a portal on the side before the vaporization clip that would destroy the turret, and you can actually use the turret to break the glass with where the rocket launcher is, which essentially skips 2 rocket cycles Yeah, just about 15 seconds. You gotta portal up into this wall so you can use the rocket launcher yet later to break this series of tubes and glass. Now, actually, you can use a neat portal trick to get into the ventilation over here, but it's largely inconsistent for me, so I'd just rather jump into the vent and then go out the other side. Now you're in the sewers, I guess, another jumping simulator, and you're essentially approaching the final boss fight right now. Don't really know what I was shooting over here, but essentially you wanna fling yourself as fast as possible. My strategy involves putting a portal up there where the turret would spawn. For some reason my portal actually got destroyed. I don't know why, but that's it. Ignore my bad movement. So in a neat way, you gotta get onto this platform over here. You can see me fail tremendously. And once you're at the platform, you can just slowly crawl into the boss fight. Make sure that you're fast enough. Now, a mistake I did here, I didn't actually portal to the end of the room. You can save a lot of time if you just put portals on the ground. I didn't realize that that surface allowed for portals. And now you want to just prepare your blue or orange portal on the ground there, because GLaDOS will actually spawn the surprise or the morality code that prevents her from being evil. And you gotta press this button before she says the number 4. Essentially, now you can just wait through some dialogue before proceeding to. You gotta wait through some of her dialogue before you can actually proceed with the boss fight. So give it a few seconds till she charges up her turret.
It was a morality installed after I flooded the center
to get almost 100% accuracy with the rockets, I suggest you put one portal on the wall that's nearest to the incinerator, and put another one right of the pipes.
If you want my advice, you should just lie down in front of a rocket.
Which is essentially the first the core that spawns after you shoot the first rocket. That's where it's gonna be as well, so you don't even need to put any new portals down. Now that you've done that, you do the same thing and just wait for the fire portals. Oh man, I'm sleepy. I know you gotta jump onto this platform over here quickly, rinse and repeat, destroy the core somehow. Make sure to actually shoot your other portal into the railing, because sometimes the collisions don't work and you can lose a lot of time trying to get onto the platform where the button is. And now the last thing you gotta do, you gotta get rid of this core by grabbing it in the air. I could have actually portaled to the incinerator to make it faster, but I was kind of stressed and I was nearing the 24-minute mark, so I didn't want to risk too much stuff. And there you have it. Sub 23. Man, I was so happy about it. Now that I look at this run retrospectively, I can see that there are a lot of improvements that I could actually do to optimize the run and give it some legitimacy. I'm not sure whether I'm actually gonna speedrun this on speedrun.com. It's just been a hobby of mine. The timer, by the way, the timer ends once your crosshair disappears, so this gameplay is already after time. And that's Portal for you.